Hello and welcome back to the channel Isekai. In this video, we will be doing a recap of a Chinese web manhwa called The Silver Guardian. The series is about Suijin may be poor, but he is a top online video game player. Except for Riku Lei, Suijin's classmate, no one knows what his identity. So, without any further ado, let's get straight to the story. Episode 1. The episode begins and we see three girls in the hostel of Shinryu Academy. One of them tells the other that the school was made on a graveyard, then the other one says that our school garden has many graveyards in it. And it is shown that the two of them are attempting to scare the third girl, who is little, and hearing all this, she begs them to stop and eventually starts crying. Meanwhile, their door lock moves and it makes them scared, but it was Rei Riku, the senior and a gamer girl, who arrived to check on them and ordered them to sleep now. When she leaves the other students to greet her and walk away. Later, Rei Riku stands in the window and gets into some deep thoughts about how peaceful the night is, but someone is struggling and fighting to maintain this peace. Then she sees a shadow of a boy who comes with a cat and waves at her and suddenly disappears. And we come to know that the boy is the hero of the story when the time goes to midnight. The moon turns red and a magical wave moves from the earth to the sky, and here a pyramid with some magical features is shown, and meanwhile some dark and scary creatures having red eyes start emerging from the earth. And within a blink of an eye, thousands of the creatures gather the whole area and starts walking toward the pyramid like grape and start singing and repeating some sentences that are take 0 and open the grave, get the treasure. Then the scene shifts to a cat who rushes towards Suijin Rick, the hero of the story, who is standing at that pyramid, and all the creatures are coming towards him. The cat Wan Choi sits on his shoulder, and the creatures, after seeing him, say that kill him and rush to him. Therefore he begins to attack them. He runs at a very high speed, slashing hundreds of zombies during his run, and as a result, thousands of the zombies are killed by him. Then the zombies attack him with spears, but he attacks them and says that since he started protecting the grave, he is fighting with deadly zombies, and starts killing them again, while he says that when the fight will end, and the scene shifts to past a swimming pool where Suijin was playing a video game and his character died. Then another boy tells that he is a poor student, so he works to clean the pool part-time. Then the boy goes to his cat and throws her into the water, and Suijin, despite not knowing to swim, jumps in the water after a while. He finds him and the cat on the ground, and he is told that he is rescued by Rei Riku, who is the daughter of the game developer. Then the scene shifts to the present and he continues to kill the zombie. Episode 2. The episode begins and we see a little girl as Rei Riku and a little boy as Suijin Riku in the world of fantasy. Rei Riku wakes up and sees Suijin and asks who he is. He recipes that he is Suijin. Then the scene shifts to reality, and we see a boy and girl in Shinryu Academy's garden where a lot of graves are present. They are noticing the fireflies while the boy says the place is too scary. Then the girl gets romantic and tries to seduce the boy, but at that moment they see a huge dark ghost with red eyes in front of them and run away while screaming. After their escape, it is revealed that Suijin has tried to scare them by getting up like a scary ghost, and he is the guard of that place, so he picks the dirt and dumps. Also, he has set up his computer at that place, and after that, he starts playing game and thinks that he would play all the night, but after a while, the light goes off. So he climbs up a tower near the girls' hostel to check the electricity, while Rei Riku opens her window and sees him at the tower. She assumes that he is peeking at her, and at that moment her friend hits a pillow on him and he falls. The next day, Suijin works at the academy when he sees Rei Riku and her friend talking about his favorite game. Rei Riku says that this game is made by her father. Suijin deeply observes them while a boy named Ranchu appears from the window and tells him that Suijin is the idol of the academy and she is the most expensive girl. Then Suijin and her friend leave due to an interruption by some boys. When Suijin sees Ranchu again, he had already left the window. Later in the evening, Suijin is seen in the boys' hostel while playing his favorite game, in which a girl as Rei Riku requests to be her friend. And seeing this, he gets frustrated. Afterwards, he thinks that he loves the time he spent with her in the game and gets lost in a world of fantasies with Rei Riku, who tells him that she wants to meet him in real. But he thinks that how would it be possible that he is a poor guy with no family? And while he is thinking, a message pops up on the computer screen that shows that the game distribution is ending right now. Suijin, after reading it, shouts out so loud. Episode 3. When Suijin learns that the game is going to be ended, he becomes so sad that he lonely walks into the academy and thinks as if the world is going to end, and eventually collapses in the bushes. Because the game was the only source to meet her love for Rei Riku, otherwise she doesn't know him in reality. His cat Wan also seems worried for him and stares at him all the time. Then the scene shifts to Rei Riku, who is sitting with her father, the game developer, and he gives her a severe box and advises her to follow the instruction inside the box if something happens. Also, he tells that he is going to launch his new game and it will truly change the world. After that, he allows her to marry the person she likes. Afterwards, Rei Riku's game character is seen calling Suijin, and then the scene disappears because the sad Suijin was thinking that way. While he is lying on the fountain in the academy's garden and observing the water while all the students notice that he has gone mad. Then Ranchu arrives there and tells him that no matter if the game ends, he should have been close to him in real life. It's the only solution to his situation. But he sadly replies that she only knows him inside the game. After saying this, he leaves and hardly walks a little distance, then collapses again while only thinking about Rei Riku while the game developer's car passes by him. Here, developer's assistant informs him about his meeting with the president in concern to announcing the game. The following night, Rei Riku starts the game and looks for Suijin's character to come. On the other hand, Suijin hurriedly reaches his residence with his repaired computer, and after starting the game he reaches Rei Riku, who becomes happy to see him in the game. Then she takes him to a beautiful field and asks him to enjoy it as much as possible before the game ends. Later, they both are seen under the shade of a big leaf while it's raining, and she asks him if she wants to find something and if would he like to help her. He agrees and the scene gets romantic. Later, the game announcement ceremony starts in the corporate building, and the people are informed about the amusement of this new game. Also, the game is offering some special features and bonuses, and all the people thank the game developer in the ceremony for developing such an amazing game. After that, in the boys' hostel, Suijin haplessly falls on his bed and hears a note in Rei Riku's voice calling his name and saying that the game is over now, and then he bursts into tears while his cat is seen lying beside his bed. Episode 4, Suijin is seen working according to his daily routine, and he tells that he has finally arrived at where the game would be ended and the only way to connect Rei Riku will also be lost. Then it is announced in the city that the game has a grand end today. And then the scene shifts inside the game and we see Rei Riku in a beautiful field of lightning flowers. On the other hand, her father is watching the game heading towards the end, and Suijin while riding his bicycle disbalance, and the glasses fall and turn into many Pisces. Then Rei Riku in the game is seen collecting the light flowers. Meanwhile, a grave thief breaks into the office of her father and asks him about the grave that has treasure, but he is not willing to tell her anything. However, she points a gun at his head. On the other side of the game, a deadly monster character appears and starts killing all the characters, and the whole place is set on fire by him. Here, Suijin learns that something is wrong and rushes toward his house so that he could enter the game while the monster keeps destroying everything. Eventually, he encounters Rei Riku, who challenges him that she will not let him spoil the ending of the game and starts attacking him, but he does not even get a tiny effect by her attacks. But the grave thief shoots her father and the scene gets darker. After that, Suijin somehow enters the game and learns that Rei Riku has moved forward to search for the song Flower. Then he rushes to find her, and it is shown that Suijin and Rei Riku are together, and Rei is holding a light flower. Suijin cries, and a tear from his eyes drops on the flower, and the flower turns into a song flower, and it makes both of them happy. At the moment, the monster captures Rei, and Suijin falls in an infinite pit. And it is shown the game ended here, and Suijin is seen sitting in front of his computer near the girls' hostel. Then the scene shifts to a foggy place where Suijin is going on his cycle for his job duty, and on the way he sees Rei Riku under a tree. He gently passes through her, but she calls him and wants to say thanks to him. But he says that he could not even manage to save her, so he does not deserve the thanks, but Rei offers him to save her in the other game. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and turn on notifications for our next video. Bye.